According to the Harrisonburg Department of Parks and Recreation, the city is home to 12 main parks that offer a variety of activities like swimming, skateboarding, basketball, playgrounds, and tennis, as well as numerous pavilions for private parties and picnics. While all of these parks are great and serve the community well, none are quite like or as unique as the park in this report. Build Our Park is a private-public partnership and has submitted the loan proposal to Harrisonburg City Council to build a 1.2-acre, $2.5 million park right next to City Hall. At a city council meeting back on April 24th, the group made their proposal to the city and said they had already raised close to $400,000 of their $2.5 million goal. Shortly after that meeting, we met with Andrea Dono at the proposed park site. Dono is the secretary of Build Our Park's board of directors and is also the executive director of Harrisonburg Downtown Renaissance. Harrisonburg Downtown Renaissance is a part of the private-public partnership. Dono told Breaking Through how the idea for the park came into existence.
In about 2013, a group of residents in the community came together and they were talking about amenities and things that they'd like to see in downtown Harrisonburg, and park rose to the top of the list. And so people got together and started planning and pooling resources and raising money so they could start this process several years ago.
We asked Dono what will happen if Build Our Park does not reach the $2.5 million goal.
We're pretty confident that we're not going to miss that goal. This park is designed to be phased, so if we are slower in raising the funds than we expect, we can add features later.
Behind me is a fundraising sign for the park, and as you can see, it shows that they've already raised $400,000 of their $2.5 million goal. Now this sign faces Liberty Street, which will be a future border of the park. As donations continue to rise, so will the orange line on the sign. The city was accepting competing proposals for a future downtown park, but no other firm or organization had made a proposal to the city by the city's May 15th deadline. So Build Our Park's proposal is the only one City Council is currently considering. The park would turn the mostly paved area of land into a green space with walking trails and bike paths, and include a natural playground, which will make natural materials like logs and rocks safe for kids to play on instead of using traditional playground equipment like swings and slides. The park would not have a traditional amphitheater or permanent stage, but there would be a designated space for an 18-wheeler to back in and set up a mobile stage. The park would also expand the Harrisonburg Farmers Market and Turner Pavilion. Build Our Park says if the city allows them to build the park on the city-owned land, they could break ground later this year and have the park completed by 2020. City staff have not yet set a deadline to make a recommendation to City Council. Right now, city staff are reviewing the proposal and evaluating how the park would affect traffic and parking as well as pedestrian safety. Build Our Park has not requested any funding from the city. At this point, all they've requested is permission to be able to build the park on the city's land. I asked Dono who would be responsible for upkeep and maintenance of the park once it's completed.
We're hopeful that in the next couple of months we'll have an agreement about how exactly the park is going to be maintained and operated. We're talking about creating a conservancy, so the same group that is trying to build the park will also be able to contribute to funds to maintain it or plan programming or whatever it is that the city would like to ask of us.
Now Saturday, July 7th is the inaugural Shenandoah Valley Field Day. This year, the event will be raising money for Build Our Park. Now, if you want to get involved before then or learn more about Build Our Park, you can visit www.buildourpark.org. In downtown Harrisonburg, Theo Whitelow for Breaking Through.